Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for taking time every day to stop back here. Alright, so Stefano and I are headed to the post office and then we have to go to the Walmart for something. But I did promise you guys like a story time episode. I was actually going to save it for December because Vlogmas is coming up. But I figured I'll do it now. And I'm going to be getting ready because I do that in the car. Okay, so Stefano had surprised me a couple weeks ago with the Ancestry DNA kit because I don't know my dad. I don't know my dad's side of the family. I don't know anything about him. I know his name, but that was about it. Like there's a long story, you know, him and my mom got divorced, whatever, when I was very small. So I really don't know that much about him because my mom never talks about him. So anyway, it has always been bothering me. I don't know what I am. I don't know what makes me me. So he surprised me by getting me the kit. And then I did the kit, I did the sample and everything, and then I sent it back. Well, when Ancestry received the kit, they allow you to have 10 vital records that you can look up. So I was on the phone with my sister and I was talking and we were just going back and forth and we were looking up my mom, my grandmother, you know, on my mom's side, my grandmother on my mom's side, because I don't know anything about my grandparents on my father's side. So we started finding little things here and there, and so we were just sitting, yeah, just little tiny things, things that we didn't even know. So okay, so then we were just sitting there on the phone and I was like, well, you know, I have a half brother and a half sister by my dad. So I was like, well, I always look them up on Facebook all the time. I do it all the time, like every couple, like 6 months, maybe every year, I just look it up. So my sister's like, well, look up his last name and put in where you think he lives. So I did that. And then we came up with 3 different accounts with his name and the location where he lives. So then one of them I clicked on and I decided to scroll through the pictures and just to look and see, oh, does anybody look familiar? Well, lo and behold, I find a picture of this man and I was like, oh my God, that looks like my dad. That looks like my dad because I know what he looks like. I have a little tiny picture of him all chewed up and ripped up and stuff, but it's real small. And so I was like, I can't believe this. So my stomach started hurting and I sent 2 friends requests, one to my half brother and then the other one to my father, who I thought was my father. So then this, like about, it wasn't even that long, maybe 13-14 minutes, like really quickly, I got the I saw across the screen friend's request was accepted, and then I almost died immediately. I was like, oh my God, he sent in, because I was still on the phone with my sister, and I was like screaming in her ear, he accepted my friend's request. So then when I saw that he did that, I decided to message him. I was like, I don't know if you're the right person, but I am looking for my dad. And I said where I was born, I said my mom's name, and I sent it. Well, I could have thrown up because I was just so nervous. I'm 51 years old, still looking for my father, still wanting a dad. I want a dad. Everybody has a dad. So, you know, so I wanted my father in my life. And so all of a sudden, I got this message. What did you say? Something like, you found your dad. So, and then I almost died. So then I ran into Stefano, because who was sleeping by this time, still had one more night to go on his 8-day stretch. He was exhausted. So then I just was like, oh my God, you know, and I showed him the message and I started crying and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Just at 51 years old, I felt like a kid again. I felt like a little kid that just woke up from a dream and he's like, oh my God, my dad is really here. He's really alive. He's here. And I can talk to him anytime I want. It's just crazy. So awesome. It is. So, and it's all because those records opened up and we sat there just messing around on Facebook. I haven't even gotten my DNA back yet. They haven't processed it or anything. So before that even happened, I already have my whole entire family back. I've already talked to my half sister. I spoke to my dad on the phone. We text every day, and then and my half brother accepted my friend's request. So you know, it takes baby steps. I understand. We're all older too. So that is just my amazing story, like my real-time story, because this is still going on. So I just have to, like, I just still can't believe that he's back in my life. And you know, and the past is the past, you can't change it. So we are just making brand new memories.
Moving ahead.
Yeah, my kids are so excited. They were speechless. They were just so speechless. And I talked to my daughter yesterday, and she can't believe it. So I think that they're going to wait a little, and then they're going to send them a friend's request, and you know, because everybody uses Facebook. So, and then that will start little by little. But yeah, 51, and I just found my dad. So, you know, for anybody that's out there looking for their parent, a cousin, a friend even, I've seen so many stories about long lost friends and stuff. You can do that also. You can look up anybody. Once you get that request, there's different things you can do on Ancestry. It's not just your DNA. You can also open up vital records and things, because they're all public. They're public access.
One thing I did learn, about Facebook, is that you may find a friend that you would not even believe that they would even have a Facebook, has a Facebook.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Some of the friends that I've found over the past couple of years, and I'm like, wow, I can't even believe you had a Facebook, never mind, you know, because, you know, they seemed as though they were technically challenged back then. But now we're in a new age, you know, even if you're in your 50s, you're in a new age now that everybody is using some sort of a smartphone or a computer, you know, YouTube right on the TVs now. It's amazing. The amount of information that's out there right now is just outstanding. You can really look up, you know, friends you haven't seen since literally the 2nd grade. You know, I mean, it's funny. Even if you don't want to associate with them, you could say, wow, they are still alive. You know, or wow, yeah, they did make it out. They made it good. You know, or gee, it you know, it didn't work out the way you wanted to hear. But
unless they're private.
Unless they're private. But you know what I'm saying? So you really, you know, it's worth investing the time or putting in that name.
So Facebook isn't always bad, but an Ancestry, like I said, you don't have to do DNA. You can also just open up vital records. So anything, military records, is all public knowledge. You're allowed to have access to it.
Right.
So, you know, if you know anything about where somebody was stationed or where they went to basic training, you can look all that stuff up. And so, because my dad was in the military, and that was the hardest, because I didn't have any information, like when he was born. I don't know his birthday, and I keep forgetting to ask him. So, you know, but yep, that's like stuff like that. But it was a really great, it was so exciting. I was like, the more stuff we were reading, and it's just, some of this stuff is hard to get a hold of because it's so old. It's like, it's over 50 years old. Some of that information was just over 50 years old.
And the bonus thing here is that, you know, not only did she find a father, but a brother and a sister.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now you have, you know,
extended family.
You have extended family. You know.
I come from a small family as it is. So my family's small, and we don't all talk.
Now questions could be answered. You know, grandparents, names she doesn't even know. You know.
But that's our story. So I hope that you enjoyed that story. I hope it keeps anybody that's looking for somebody that they love, like, just do one of those things. Ancestry, 23andMe, like, do any of those. You'll never know the outcome, and it can change your whole entire life. It really can. So I'm very excited. This was the best Thanksgiving, even though Stefano worked doubly hard and was tired and slept. But it was an amazing Thanksgiving. I mean, I actually have a lot to be thankful for.
I actually got to take my actual weekend off, so.
Yeah, and he got a weekend off.
So it's cool.
Yep. So, but that's my story, guys. So I'm going to let you go now. We're at the post office already. That was not that long of a story. So I will see you all later, right?
Yeah.
And like I always say, somehow, some way, I'll have an amazing day. You make your day amazing, and together, friends, we'll have an amazing day. We'll see you in our next video. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.